should you reasonably even be investing in this space, given that the regulatory issues haven't been resolved? We actually have no idea of the kind of rules and legislation that will evolve in this space, and it's bound to be enormous.
It's true. We don't even know what questions to ask it around ethics, right? Silicon Valley playbook has typically been break stuff first, deal with it later.
You approve of that?
I'm a little hesitant about this time around because the ramifications when we're talking about...
You break humans, what do we have left?
There you go. People's data is ultimately their truest kind of informational selfie that there is, right? Case in point, here would be the Napster-ish example. I release an app that says, I'm just gonna help you manage your email. I ask you to OAuth in your Gmail and other accounts. I now have access to your inbox. You probably didn't read my terms of service. You have no idea if I'm cloning your entire inbox, sending messages on your behalf, collecting everybody's mails, cross-collating them, doing characterization of people at scale, all sorts of things like that. There's no equivalent of an ISO standard, an underwriter's lab mark on any of these things. Yet people OAuth, release apps asking users to OAuth in things all the time. People don't even give it a second thought. And so it's unclear, what are people doing with all these data sets? We think very carefully about what the founders' motivations, intentions, what their best practices are around user data. Is it something they bring up proactively? Do they have a strategy around it? Or are they, kind of on the slippery side of things, saying, oh, I'll deal with that later, or, haha, I found some hacks on how I'm going to use people's data and resell it, right? I think for me personally, I'm a big fan of radical transparency as a way to build trust with users. And then often you can make money on irresistible convenience of things. That's a classic playbook from the open source days, actually.